Hi, I'm Stephanie Laska. I lost 140 pounds and created Dirty Lazy Keto. Thanks for joining me here on the YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe and enjoy the show. I know a lot of you guys out there are craving chocolate sometimes, right? And you wonder like, okay, craving chocolate. Do you ever think like, how do I make a chocolate mug cake in the microwave? Because I know you want it really fast, right? When you have a chocolate craving, there's no waiting around. Like Dirty Lazy Keto, we don't want to be waiting around for our chocolate craving to be satisfied. And thankfully with Dirty Lazy Keto, we have so many different options, right? So I do want to spin the wheel and get that started because a lucky person from our listeners or viewers, however you're deciding to participate today, but somebody out there that is going to win a prize. And I know you're excited because you're like, well, what am I going to win? You want to win a prize, right? So let me make sure I'm doing everything right. I put on my glasses so I can see. Are we ready? This is getting serious. Let's spin the wheel. Okay, here we go, people. Big whammies, big whammies. Woo! It's a Dirty Lazy Keto fridge magnet. So if you would like to win a Dirty Lazy Keto fridge magnet, please make lots of comments during the presentation today. And let me know if you'd like to win it because it's super awesome. And you can put it on your fridge and it gives you ideas about the food groups and maybe some ideal ways to spend your net carbs to maximize your weight loss. So it's a very nice, big front and center fridge magnet, all about Dirty Lazy Keto. Wonderful reminder. I'll send it right to your house. Fun, right? So make sure you're talking a lot in the comments. I'll choose somebody at random. And so I told you guys earlier, we're going to be talking about how to make a chocolate mug cake in the microwave, right? Are you excited about that? Yes? Do you see some of my ingredients that I've got kind of hidden off to the side here? Well, I've got a whole bunch of things to show you. So let's get started with our recipe, shall we? Yay, we're cooking. I know it's fun to cook. It is. It makes everyone get in a good mood. So, here we go. I'm moving all my stuff around so I can see my recipe while I talk to you. Because I don't want to be like putting on my glasses. So here's our fast solution today, you guys. This is going to be a chocolate mug cake in the microwave, and it's going to be something that you can make in 1 minute. Am I showing the one the right way? I hate it when it goes backwards. Is it this way or is it that way? There we go. 1 minute. So 1 minute. Everybody likes to have that chocolate deliciousness in 1 minute. That's very important, I think. We don't want to be waiting around. So what's even better about the 1 minute is that this recipe, it's going to make this delicious chocolate cake only for one person. So it's one on many levels, right? One and one. One thing I've noticed about desserts with Dirty Lazy Keto and just keto desserts in general is that sometimes they're so fabulous. They're so awesome that it's hard to stop. Does anyone else have that problem? Give me a thumbs up. I don't want to be alone out there with this issue, but it's true. I think that, the portion control whole topic of having a mug cake is ideal because that way you make your deliciousness, you have your deliciousness dessert, you have the chocolate mug cake, and then it's all done. And that way you're not tempted with like the huge tray of brownies or the, you know what I'm saying? I think you do. And in fact, I will lace up a whole video about portion control tips right after this. That way you can kind of binge watch if this is something you're interested in. So this recipe is from, if you have your copy of the Dirty Lazy Keto No Time to Cook cookbook. This is the third one in the series. There's 4 so far. Might be more to come, depending on when you're listening to this, right? So it's the No Time to Cook cookbook where all of the recipes are made in 30 minutes or less. So super fast. And the recipe is on page, now I do have to have my glasses on. Okay, this is on page 202. Now, you might have skipped over this one because there's no picture. I know that's very upsetting when people look at a cookbook. They're like, I didn't even see that one. It just went whoosh, right over your head. So I don't want that to happen. And it's on page 202. And I feel kind of bad about the title. I don't like the title of this recipe. Normally, I love my titles, but this one, I'm not so sure. I called it Beep Beep Brownie. And I think I missed the mark on that one. I'm just going to be real. I think I should have called it Chocolate Mug Cake in 1 minute. I think that might have been better. Because some people, they think, well, brownies, where's all the brownies? And then they're looking for a big tray it's a little bit, not on task with what you're actually making. So I apologize for that. I'd like to switch that around. And this particular recipe that we're going to be making today serves one. We covered that. And it actually only has 2 carbs for the whole recipe. 2 grams of net carbs for the whole thing. Yay! That's wonderful, right? We like that. Now, here are the ingredients that you need to make this deliciousness, because we're going to do it right now. First up, I should put on my gloves because we're handling food. And a lovely lady put that in the comments once. She's like, Stephanie, if you're touching food, you should put on some gloves. So I'm like, okay, I can take feedback as long as it's nice. Don't be mean. Even if I have lipstick on my teeth, I can handle it. I'm a big girl. So I'm putting these on. I'm ready to start because the ingredient list is super short. This is a super short, fast video. It only takes a minute, right? So we're going to start off with, I'm reaching all over the place. I'm like, what do I need? What do I need? Okay, we're going to start off with a mug. Obviously, it's a mug cake, right? And what I want you to do is spray this really well with whatever kind of nonstick cooking spray you like to use, Pam or Dollar Store, whatever. You can use the old school butter, whatever makes sense to you. But we're going to spray this super well. Okay. Closing my eyes so I don't get it in my eyelashes. All right. So I went ahead and did that to get started. And did you notice the Dirty Lazy Keto mug? How cute is that? And the shirt, you can get these things on the store. It's on the YouTube channel, Dirty Lazy Keto, or it's on my website, the store. I've got all sorts of fun products now. And we're going to start off with 1 large egg that you have beaten, okay? So 1 large egg, and we're going to pour that into our mug. Simple, easy, fast. I did that beforehand just so I wasn't like flinging egg all over the office. So we've got our egg in there. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to add 1 tablespoon of unsweetened 100% cocoa powder. Here we go. Now, something interesting that I didn't know until I started this journey and really started paying more attention to labels is that unsweetened 100% cocoa powder is by its very nature without sugar. I know some people are like, oh, you have to get the sugar-free kind. I'm like, actually, unsweetened 100% cocoa powder doesn't have sugar. So there you go. The things you learn, right? When you actually pay attention and read labels. It's funny what went over my head for most of my life. Nowadays, I pay attention because I learned some things. Now, the next ingredient we want is 1 tablespoon of Carb Quick baking mix. Carb Quick baking mix. Now, before I add this, I want to just take a pause and show you what that box looks like in case you haven't seen it before or you're not familiar with it. And I want to tell you just a few of my thoughts on Carb Quick. So this is Carb Quick baking mix. It's not spelled CK. It's just a K at the end. And this is a low carb baking mix that's very keto friendly. It's super high in fiber. It's kind of like, remember the old fashioned days when we had Bisquick? Did anyone use Bisquick? I did. It's kind of like a Bisquick. So it's a baking mix that you can use to make all sorts of fun, keto-friendly, low-carb type items. There's pancakes and biscuits and, cinnamon rolls. There's pizza, waffles, drop biscuits, dumplings, all sorts of fun ingredients. Now, some might be better than others. I don't know. But here's the thing with Carb Quick. I just want to give you a warning, like an adult, XXX warning, rated R. This is dirty keto, right? So I'm going to give you the rated R, rated X rating. This can be really so tempting and so fabulous that it's easy to go completely overboard and just eat it constantly all day, every day. Make, coffee cakes and pizza and biscuits. And then before you know it, you're just back in your old habits. So be very careful. Be mindful of that. Personally, I love this product. I know the president of the company. I've interviewed him. He's donated products to our readers and our fans. So I love the product. I endorse it. I just want you to be careful. And if it starts to become a problem for you, or you see your weight really, going all over the place, take a look at the Carb Quick and maybe cut back for a while and reintroduce it later. So I'm just keeping it real because we don't want that. The fiber, it's easy to overeat. It can really mess with the scale, and that can be stressful. So keep that in mind. So I will go ahead and add my 1 tablespoon of Carb Quick baking mix now to my mug. And I promise you'll use it. If you don't have it, you haven't bought Carb Quick yet, I promise you it's something that you're going to enjoy using occasionally, right? When needed. And it's kind of fun. It's good to have these products. It's available at some Walmarts, some, not all. And it's always available on Amazon. So if that helps you, or probably walmart.com, right? I can provide some links to you guys for that if you need one. We're also going to add a little bit, an eighth a teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. So just a little bit. And that's a 0 carb product. And it adds so much. We're going to add 1/8 teaspoon of salt. If you don't want salt in your product, you don't have to add it. You can do less if you need to. Also, we're going to sweeten this up. Yeah, so we need a tablespoon of unsweetened, sugar-free. I shouldn't have said unsweetened. You're going to need a tablespoon of sugar-free sweetener. So, yeah, not unsweetened. Where was my head on that one? So a tablespoon of whatever your sugar-free sweetener favorite product is. So basically, I just dumped them all in our mug, right? In our Dirty Lazy Keto mug. Fancy. And then we are going to take our fork. Come on, did anyone laugh? That was funny, right? We're just going to take our fork. It's a little funny. I was so excited when I found this in the garage. I'm like, I'm totally going to use that in a podcast, make everyone laugh. It's funny. So I'm going to stick my fork in there. And I'm going to blend all the ingredients until they are, all sorted through. Yes, I will be using this again because it's super cute. And it makes me laugh, which is important. I need to have fun with this, people. Now, before I go on to my next step about what we're going to do, I want to just do a little shout out with the sugar. I know we talked about it was a tablespoon of sugar, right? Of the sugar-free, 0 carb, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. A tablespoon of the sweetener. I just want to give you options. I want to remind you that if you like stevia, then you should use stevia. Okay? You don't have to, but if you like stevia, then you should use it. Don't let people boss you around. If you like monk fruit, then you should use monk fruit. Okay? Lakanto, love the brand. Fabulous. They are also a big supporter of Dirty Lazy Keto and have donated prizes and helped us with book launches and cookbooks. They are awesome. Great products. What about if you don't want to pay those premium prices for those ingredients? What if you want to buy like the house brand at your local supermarket or Walmart and buy like a 0-calorie sweetener with sucralose? This would be like an off-label house brand of basically Splenda. That's okay. You can use that too. Or you can use Splenda. Whatever you want to use for your sugar, the one that you like, the one that you tolerate, the one that doesn't give you weird side effects. And you know what I'm talking about when I say side effects, right? Some people get headaches. Some people get indigestion. Oh, some people get this. Right? They get all sorts of issues. So choose a sweetener that works for your pocketbook, that you can tolerate, that makes sense to you, that the taste makes, pretty good sense to you, and that you can tolerate, yada, yada, yada. Do you? It's okay to bounce around too. As you can see, I've got tons of these in my kitchen. I have a whole wall in my kitchen of just baking stuff and keto-friendly ingredients. I should give you a tour sometime. It's kind of messy though in there. I might have to clean up. But really, I like to have all the products on hand because certain things work best for some recipes and maybe not for others. Interesting, right? So that being said, we have all of our ingredients here in the cup, the 1 large egg, the 1 tablespoon unsweetened 100% cocoa powder, the 1 tablespoon sugar-free sweetener, the 1/8 teaspoon pure vanilla extract, and an 1/8 teaspoon salt. It's all in here. Did I say the egg? The beaten egg? Just making sure. Okay, then we get our fork, and you're just going to mix it up. Mix it, mix it, mix it. Remember, you've already greased the cup, so that's good. Now, here is where it looks like a brownie to me. And remember, I told you guys that in the Dirty Lazy Keto No Time to Cook cookbook, the name of the recipe, in case you're looking it up, is called Beep Beep Brownie on page, oh my God, can I read it? Do you guys remember what page it's on? Put it in the comments. 202 for the Beep Beep Brownie. And this is why I really came up with the name Beep Beep Brownie. Because when I look at the mix, I'm going to keep it real. It looks like brownie mix. And I'm also going to keep it real. Sometimes I eat it like this. Does anyone else do that? Okay, I'm turning a little red. Yes, I know that's not healthy and safe, and it's whatever. Totally turning pink right now, you guys. But it looks like brownie batter. Come on. It takes me back. And yes, if I need a little brownie batter, this might be the place that I go. This might be my little fun recipe. And I want to try to hold it up for the camera so you can see. It totally looks like brownie batter, right? You know it does. It totally does. Can you see it okay? Am I doing the right angle? We'll go to the left, to the right, to the left. Is there anybody else out there that likes to have the brownie batter and lick the spoon? Come on, people, don't leave me out to dry. Give me a thumbs up. Yeah, it totally looks like it, right? Yeah. And it's not that much. Remember, we talked about portion control. That's why the next video up is going to be a portion control video, because this is perfect. Mug cakes keep us centered. It's just one. We can do one. And then, should we choose to have another, you got to get everything out all again. You got to make it all again. And that gives you time to process what you're up to. And you'll go, maybe I don't need that. Right, I think it helps. So you take your concoction here that you've stirred up. That took you literally seconds, right? That was like 15 seconds to dump it all in if I wasn't going blip, 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 blip. And then you are going to put it inside of your microwave. Yes, I am showing you a teeny tiny pink and purple lavender with blue buttons toy microwave. Because I'm trying to make you laugh. We shouldn't be so stressed out and like worried about, oh, we got to be all serious with our cooking. Why? Why can't we have a little fun and lose weight too? I try to keep it fun and light. So yes, you're going to put your mug cake in the microwave. Remove the fork, obviously. Put a cover on it, and you're going to put it on high for 45 seconds. Now, after 45 seconds, should I do like a fake beep beep? Okay, that means it's done. We're going to pull it out of the microwave, and this is what it looks like. Okay. See, I didn't tell you this, but there was a finished product already made here in my... I'm trying to think, can I pull it out and show you? It's not going to be that pretty. It's a mug cake after all, but let's see if I can wiggle her loose. Mug cake, brownie, beep beep brownie, whatever you want to call it. It's chocolate and it's fantastic. Okay, here we go. I'm going to have to eat this as soon as we're done talking today. Oh yeah, look at that. Doesn't that look good? That's a good size too. It's like a mini little chocolate mug cake that I've pulled out of my mug, and it's nice and, oh yeah. Come on, I know you're laughing at me now making my noises. I'm like, oh, that smells delicious. It's a deliciousness that I hope comes over the airwaves into your nose, because it is delicious chocolate right there. So there you go. It's ready to go, and it's ready to enjoy. So easy, right? Now, I want to take off my gloves because I feel strange, like Michael Jackson waving my hands around with plastic gloves on. For one, much better. I can breathe. But I want to point out to you there's a couple of variations you can do on this. Oh, we like variations, right? So what you could do to make this even more tantalizing and more awesome is, what do you think before I show you? Do you have an idea? Put it in the comments. Put it in the comments right now. What's your idea to make this even better? I bet you have a suggestion. I'm going to hold up a few of mine, so let's see what you come up with. For example, you could add some sugar-free chocolate chips. Who's interested in that? Anyone? Yes, for like a little double chocolate deliciousness. Sprinkle them on top. You could add them to the batter. Very exciting, yes. What type of sugar-free chocolate chips do you like? I'm holding up here a Lily's milk chocolate style baking chips, which are 1 gram of net carbs per 26 chips serving. Hello. It's pretty good, right? But there's a lot of other products out there, so share the one that you like to buy. I think it's helpful, don't you, to see what everyone else likes. So don't be shy. Please share. So that's one idea. Another idea for your twist, for your chocolate mug cake, is to add a little bit of whipped cream. So sugar-free whipped cream, real whipped cream. What kind of whipped cream do you guys like? It's very low in carb. Depending on what type or style or brand, you're looking at basically 0 or 1 net carb per serving. And a serving is basically a squirt. So let's just go with that. So if you are capable of keeping it to a squirt and you would like to add a little bit more deliciousness to your mug cake, consider doing that, because that's fun. Now here's one maybe you haven't thought of. So tell me if this has been said in the comments or not. Here it comes. Wait for it. Wait for it. I need like a drum roll. A gong, maybe? Da, 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 da. I need a drum roll. How do I get that? That's what I need in here. Here's my example. Ooh, we could add peanut butter. You're welcome. Peanut butter is such a great idea. Now you could do this no sugar added, the no sugar added nut butter. You could use a little bit of real peanut butter, or you could use this wonderful product, which I'm in love with. Thank you. Love it, love it, love it. This is organic PB Fit peanut butter powder. It is fantastic. I buy it on Amazon. I'm sure you can buy it at a grocery store too. But it has 2 grams of net carbs per 2 tablespoons serving. And you basically just add water to make it into peanut butter. Now, it doesn't taste very sweet when you do that. So what I do, if I'm making this into peanut butter, I just add some sweetener. And it's so great. Let me tell you, that is a good deal. So you could sprinkle some of this onto your mug cake or make peanut butter, whatever. And if you really want to get crazy, someone gifted me this. It's a chocolate peanut butter fit peanut butter powder. So it's already chocolatey and peanutty all together. Now, one thing I didn't like about this one, and if you tried it, let me know. But one thing I didn't like about it is it has 8 minus 2. So it has 6 grams of carbs. And the ingredients, it does have cane sugar. Ugh, seriously, why'd they do that? It's the 3rd ingredient. So, it's up to you. You do you on your dirty lazy keto journey. I'm probably not going to have this one. I'll just stick to the regular peanut butter one. But it's an option should you need it. What else could you put on your chocolate mug cake? Which I'm going to be eating shortly. Did anyone say ice cream? You could enjoy a little bit of like Breyer's low-carb ice cream, Enlightened, Rebel, Halo. They all have a bunch of different flavors and varieties of sugar-free or low-carb ice cream that you could match with your mug cake if you really wanted to take it to the next level. Fun, right? It's kind of exciting. One other idea that I had is right next to the recipe in the cookbook, which we've already reminded ourselves. It's on page 202. But it's right next to it, and it's a recipe for frantic vanilla frosting. Right there. Didn't have a picture. You might have skipped over it. But make sure you take a look at that, because that might be a fun way to add a little frosting to your cake. I've actually done this and made it like for holidays, like a birthday, put a candle in it, and it's so pretty. Isn't that simple? Did you guys like that? I know. I was trying to make like a shorter video today that would kind of give you something to walk away with. I might walk away with this mix. Don't judge. No judgment here. Promise? But I want you to be feeling supported. I want you to come away with practical ideas that are fun and useful. I want you to feel like you've got support, right? That's why we do this. That's why we have the videos on YouTube, the videos on Facebook, the support, the newsletter. That's why I'm doing all of this. I want you to realize that you can lose weight just like I did. And just like thousands of people from all over the world have lost weight on Dirty Lazy Keto. This is doable. Nothing fancy going on here, right? Normal food, cravings, you can handle them. This is how I lost 140 pounds, and you can do the same. So let me support you on your journey. Let me give you a huge round of applause for being here. Because you can do it. Give yourself a pat on the back. Say, good job in the comments. Say, yes, I did it. I can do this. I can have my chocolate cake and I can eat it too. Because I think if we all kind of feel motivated and excited and support one another, it's really going to make a difference. So don't forget, give it a thumbs up. And then stay tuned for the next video, right? Because I'm going to give you the link to the portion control, which everyone can use a little.